everybody, welcome to another episode of Reviewcade. I'm Nick.
I'm Andrew.
And, well, it is the holiday season, so, hey, why not play Spider-Man Miles Morales, because it's set during the holiday season. Also, it's a brand new Spider-Man game, it's getting a lot of praise. I know I've been playing it a lot, so let's just dive in. Yes, as you can see, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man. And what I like about this early on, just from an accessibility standpoint, is just, first of all, the amount of difficulty settings you have. Like, if you're really hardcore, if you're somebody like, I want to play on the hardest difficulty, it shows you, like, hey, here's how much damage the enemies do, here's how much health the enemies have, and, you know, it's set for, as it says here, expert players. But then if you're somebody who's like, well, I want to play a normal setting, okay, everything, 50-50 down the line, everything is fine. But then if you're saying, hey, I need an easier experience for whatever reason, disability, just to get my feet wet with the game, you can play Friendly Neighborhood, and you can just go around. You can't be knocked out in combat, so you don't have to worry about pretty much dying, or just, in this case, getting knocked out. As you can see, all the difficulty is low, and so it just provides just an easier experience overall. We also want to say we're playing this on PlayStation 4, not on PlayStation 5. And so,
because they're impossible.
Yeah, they're just nearly impossible.
Both systems, Xbox One or Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5, are just sold out everywhere you look.
We'll definitely dive more into that, because there's some things I do want to talk about when it comes to especially with the PS5 that I came across. I'm just like, yeah, I'm glad I'm waiting to buy one. So we're gonna play on Amazing. So pretty much, previous line just let you know, like, okay, here's what happened leading up to the stuff with Miles Morales. So you can invert stuff, left, right, up, down, has listening mode, mono audio. But if you go into the accessibility, you have narration for sign language. You have QT autocomplete, so basically you don't have to do anything. Whenever there's a QuickTime event that shows up, it'll automatically do it for you.
Okay.
You can change button taps to hold. So again, if you're playing a QuickTime event, you don't have to tap the button. Like, for example, if you're having to grab a car and flip it over, you don't have to tap square, you can just hold square down. Or if you're swinging, you can just hold the swing and you'll just continue to swing instead of having to tap swing every time. Web shooter burst, you can fire 3 at once. You have an aim mode. Pretty much you can toggle the parkour modes on here. So you can pretty much toggle a lot of things. Air trick mode, you can hold square, different air tricks in the air. It has a lot of different things. Enhanced auto-aim, dodge windows, it has the vibration settings, visual aids. What I like about these visual aids is if you go all the way down, you can, change the text color, you can have a higher visibility of your spider sense when you're about to get attacked by somebody. But what I really like is if you go down to the contrast options, you can change different people to colors. So like Hero, if you want to see where Miles is, let's say you're colorblind and stuff like that, you can say, okay, I want Miles to be a certain color, so like I want him to be green. So whenever you're playing the game, Miles will always be green in the game. Compared to just him being in his regular suit, what have you. Allies, you can change the color what allies are, so you know where you're not being attacked from. Enemies, you can change the enemy shaders to have different colors, so like different enemies will be different colors. And so like you can say, okay, if my character, if Miles, let's go back to this, is not green, if Miles is green and my allies are aqua colored, or they're in this case like a blue, anybody that's not green or blue is an enemy. And that way I can, I can be alert as to who I'm supposed to be fighting and stuff like that. I really like that. This is actually something that The Last of Us 2, I believe, had, where you can do shader stuff, and it allows you to see like enemies and stuff like that in certain parts of the world. And yeah, you can just do it, and as you can see here, like all the enemies, basic, advanced, menace. So basically like whatever, it's like basic enemies are gonna be blue, advanced enemies be red.
I would change that, by the way, basic.
Yeah.
An ally, because you don't want to get those two mixed up.
Well, no, basic enemy, because ally shader, it's like, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. So
it
like
would be a bit different.
Yeah.
There,
So. Yeah, but no, I like this. I like that more games are. This is the second AAA game I've seen this year, especially when going back to Last of Us 2. The past few months have had this option, and I think this is an option that a lot of games should have. So. we are not going to be playing with the contrast stuff, but I just wanted to go and show you. You also have presets as well. But this game has a lot of accessibility. Like Insomniac has done a really good job with accessibility in games, particularly in Spider-Man. Like the first Spider-Man game had less than this stuff, so to see them build on it is really, really cool. But with that being said,
Does it have button remapping?
it does. Let's see. I don't know. Let's go amazing accessibility. I don't know if it does. I don't think so, but I can't remember. But we'll find out. Basically, start this right now. So previously on Spider-Man, basically the first Spider-Man game, Miles is just Miles Morales. He's not Spider-Man yet. Later in the game, he gets bit by a spider. His dad dies, and basically it's revealed at the end like he.
Why are you spoiling it all?
Because.
What do people have been playing this month?
Because it's a sequel.
Wait. You're saying in the last game?
Yes.
So in this game, he is Spider-Man?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a sequel.
I was like...
And plus the game came out like over a year. Well, plus the other
we
Spider-Man...
can't tell everybody what's going on here.
Well, I'm sorry, but the other Spider-Man game came out like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So...
I was very confused.
No.
I was like, wait, Nick, you're telling me everything that's about to happen?
No, that's in the last... That's from Marvel's Spider-Man. That's when you're playing as Peter Parker. This one, no. And the reason why I had to say that was because there's going to be elements in this game that come up that you're just... Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah. Oh, let me settings here. Let me turn on the old subtitles. We'll go large here, and yeah, let's do that. Okay, why
are they not?
Oh, I think because no, I should just hit the. Okay, yeah, they're on. They're large. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, there we go. But yeah, so like basically there are elements from the first. There's this is a direct sequel, not a direct sequel, but it's like a 1.5, if you will. Yeah, so it's really cool. It also takes place mostly in Harlem.
What year is it? Because it's very. I mean, this is an alternate universe.
Yeah, it's like this year. It's not like set in the future or anything like that. This takes place
like it matters because it's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't matter.
Well, no, so the first Spider-Man game takes place like in the spring summer. So this takes place like a few months after.
I meant
Spider-Man
like
game.
year. Like, is this happening in 20?
Oh yeah, no,
like,
this isn't
like
like
a futuristic.
No,
kind of,
no.
But it doesn't really matter because ultimately, like, it's a video game. And B, like, we're not going for medical accuracy here, since this is also an alternate universe. So,
yeah. So basically, we're about to see right now, like, again, at the end of the first Spider-Man game, Miles shows Peter, like, hey, someone's been changing. He, like, leaps to the top of the ceiling, and Peter's like, oh, well, that's funny. And so Peter and Miles know their identities, basically. So, yeah, that's... I am playing, by the way, I'm doing the opening. What I like about this game, too, is just, like, look at how he swings. I like, because he only has been Spider-Man for only a few months, that his swinging is not as, his swing style is not as, I don't want to say crisp, but I just want to say, like, your standard Spider-Man swing. Like, when you're playing as Peter, he's not very freestyle like this. I mean, he can do tricks and stuff, but and also, if you hold X, you can just gain speed. Yeah, so I like that Miles has, like, his own swing style. It's really, really fun. And, yeah, it's... let's see. Swing. Oh, you want to see if you can change the controller layout in this, too. So it has default. You can customize. So, yeah, you can customize. It has full button remapping.
That's good. That's like, regardless of how many options a game will have moving forward, if it doesn't have button, like, at least a quasi button remapping,
right.
I think that it's a detriment to the experience, mostly because, like, I'm thinking about the accessibility options in something like what's the I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's the Xbox accessibility controller.
I think that's
like accessibility pad or whatever.
It's like Xbox. It's like the Xbox Advantage controller or something like that.
And what that does is allow you to, in a sense, remap based off of like what your particular gaming setup is.
Right.
But if you don't have the money to afford something like that, if you don't have the, you don't have those kinds of setup things, especially for a AAA title, you need to have at least the ability to remap buttons to make it so that people can play on a controller standard.
Yes.
So it is nice. It is very nice to see that in this. Also, they didn't kiss at the beginning, so this movie is getting a dumpster fire.
It's funny that you say that, though, because in the first Spider-Man game, the opening, you fight Kingpin, and Spider-Man, like, Kingpin's hanging upside down after you capture him, and Spider-Man comes down, and he's like, so is this part where we kiss? So, yeah.
But they didn't, so I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Immediate dumpster fire rating.
And also, I believe it's important to say this too, because with the people might have not caused, but when I did the subtitles, you can also, I believe, you can make them bigger, but I believe you can also customize them to make them as big as you want or as small as you want, or I should say need. So yeah.
Wait, so he's causing this issue? What's going on here? What?
No. So basically, what happened was the tether that's holding, who we're going to see in a second, broke. Miles was like, "Oh, I got it. I'll secure it." And then he tried to resecure it, and he accidentally webbed the helicopter.
Silly Nilly. Don't you know that's not what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's okay. We got this. Just need to contain it before.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a wino.
One thing I like about the Spider-Man games, too, is just like...
That was the name of the villain. Wino. He's just running around with two big old bottles of wine.
Yeah.
He's like, I already get you, Spider-Man. Shield should break up with me.
It's just Paul Giamatti reliving his Sideways days.
Oh, God. She'd break up with me. I broke up with her, Spider-Man.
One thing I like too, which you'll totally like and feel when you're playing, is that the combat is also very responsive. It's very Arkham Knight-ish, which is nice. And
I hope these guys had good insurance.
I doubt it.
Man, he really is on a wine bender.
Do that Merlot when it hits, man.
when you got that, how did he get a gun? Oh, he stole it off.
Yeah, he stole it off someone.
I was just thinking about Wino as an enemy. Like his whole shtick is robbing liquor stores.
Oh yeah.
Like think of the amount of liquor stores in a city like New York.
Or he's robbing. Okay, go ahead.
But he only steals wine, and it's always wine-related crimes and like wine-related like sort of how the Joker has themed crimes where like he'll have a giant Jack-in-the-Box that will explode and destroy this and X, Y, and Z. His crimes are like I'm going to make wine out of these people and like put them in a giant wine press.
God.
Or, like
oh my God, that's. See, I was thinking more along the lines of there's an old Simpsons episode where Bart goes to France and he works at this winery basically. Well, basically he's like forced to work in this winery, and they're putting antifreeze in the wine, and so
But Wino would never spoil the wine. He's the greatest sommelier.
So he's like Hannibal, but with wine.
He was bitten by a radioactive sommelier.
My oakiness sensors are tingling.
My oakiness senses are tingling. I can taste the vintage on this year.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Oh, that to me is new Marvel. You can hire me for your new enemy ideas. I will gladly sell you Wino for a cool $50,000. You think?
Yeah,
Selling a character's worth that much? I think so.
Yeah.
I'd say that's worth about a good. Okay. Marvel, I'll lowball it. I won't.
I'll be genuine.
I'll be generous with it. A cool mill. There we go.
There you go.
Cool mill for Wino. Take it or leave it. If not, I'm going to DC because I know they'll pay for it.
Because their universe is not doing well right at the moment,
Hey,
so
man.
we're gonna need some. We're gonna need something.
some fresh ideas here.
Yeah.
Put him in the Batman. Just they've got Calendar Man. They've got a bunch of options. So it only makes sense to add Wino to the Rogues Gallery.
Yeah. I also like that I can like I'm literally riding Rhino and I have to steer him away from like hitting things.
Well, you're not doing a great.
Well, I'm doing the best I'm doing the best I can, Dad.
Uncle Ben's just like shaking his head.
By the way, I didn't realize
he has great power, but he has no responsibility.
By the way,
where's his Rhino riding
I didn't
license?
realize this until playing it right now, probably because we're playing the projector. But I didn't realize that like Spider-Man is like swinging ahead of you, saving people in early S. Oh no!
Baby! Oh.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, Spider-Man is not thinking about the carbon footprint of a child.
A child.
So, not wise.
Or how much it's going to cost that parent and a lot of things.
If a few people got, the thing is the more people that are saved in this instance, that's, less time that Rhino has to do in jail for, potential murder,
Yeah. Also in this game, J. Jonah Jameson is basically Alex Jones.
Oh God.
Yeah, he has like his own podcast which is called Just the Facts. It's great. So like throughout the game, like they'll play like episodes of it and stuff like that. It's cool. Oh God, now I gotta swing again. Also too, what I like too is the health. What I love about these Spider-Man games too is just the way the health system is set up. So like basically your Venom attacks, which you'll unlock later in the game, but like your Venom attacks and your health are tied to basically when you fight enemies you gain that blue bar goes up, and if you're down life, if you hold down the D-pad, you'll regain health. Oh shit.
For a moment there, it did look like you web-slinged off a bird.
Yes.
And I wanted to say that it is confirmed in the Miles Morales universe that birds are in fact not real.
I mean, you do have to catch some pigeons that fly away, but yeah.
Yeah, why are they flying away? Are they defective? Is the government trying to get them back? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Do we want to go down the... Damn!
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You're just having a grand old time, man.
Oh, yeah. Of course they are.
How is Rhino not a Rampage villain at this point?
Well, wasn't there a Rhino in Rampage?
There is a Rhino in like later Rampage games.
Yeah.
So there's a lawsuit.
Yep. Pretty much.
Marvel, hire me. I will help you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! It's a rocket grenade.
Also, what I like too is like when you're fighting enemies. Let's say like enemy has a rocket launcher and it'll shoot RPGs at you. You can catch the RPGs and throw them right back at them.
There appears to not be a kiss the enemy option.
Well, we've only just started the game, Andrew. Maybe told me not to spoil anything, so I'm not spoiling stuff.
I'm a little disappointed at the fact that I'm not able to, instead of beating the ever-living Christ out of the enemy with a rocket launcher, giving him a smooch and just saying, "Hey, man, you don't got to do this. We can be friends. We can be more than friends."
Also, what's cool is Miles has these awesome finishing moves where if you give like a certain amount of combo hits to an enemy, basically, you can unlock a finisher, which is just by holding down circle and triangle. And it's basically and you can do it on anybody, and it's a one hit. It's basically a one hit knockout.
I would like more gore, please. I want him to spiderweb their heads off. I want to see some spider decapitation.
Jesus.
You know, he is Spider-Man. We do need to see some spider-related things. Like, he's going to string some people up on the ceiling or on a wall, and then later come back to digest them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as a Spider-Man, you would think he'd be quite cannibalistic. So...
He's not Man Spider. Oh, I would love to see Man Spider in the game, though. That'd be amazing.
Could be a costume to unlock.
Could
Dang,
be,
dude. I hope Spider-Man's got a good lawyer. These guys are like, I was just doing my thing.
I was just shooting at him. I was self-defending myself.
I was defending myself from Spider-Man.
Yes, I'm a criminal and I've murdered many people. Yeah.
I may have blended a couple babies in my lifetime, but I was defending myself from Spider-Man.
I like how this goes remarkably dark for a Marvel thing. Anything that's Marvel, it's not Deadpool related.
Dang.
Yeah. I also think I think Miles is gonna need a new jacket after this.
Petester, wake up, baby.
It's like Mufasa. Dad, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up, Dad.
Aw, man.
I would like to exchange from you.
Everybody with PS5 can relate. Yeah, so the thing I've been seeing with PS5 is apparently there's been some GPU issues too, where like the graphics just aren't the best and it's just been crashing. And I'll be diving more into this because I think right here is a good place to. Ooh.
Zappy zaps, baby!
No!
He wasn't expecting getting zippy zapped.
No, not at all. So I think right here is a good place to stop. Right here's a good place to stop. As always, be sure to subscribe to us, and because hey, there's 68% of you guys who watch our stuff, and you know we that are unsubscribed, and yeah, we like more subscribers. And as always, be sure to like our videos, give us and comment, because the more you do those things, the more our videos get shown in the algorithm. And hey, we're all about accessibility here, about showing accessibility and how it can be implemented in various games. So again, the more you subscribe, the more of you that subscribe to us, the more likes you give our videos and stuff like that, you're able and helping us to achieve our ultimate goal. And so as always, be sure to hit us up on social media, facebook.com/reviewcade. We're also on Instagram and Twitter @reviewcade as well. And we will see you next time, and we're going to face the Rhino and talk more PS5. And I'm Nick, he's Andrew, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.